Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knickerbocker at shooting.
Opening day in the NBA. Clark, one of the most exciting days of the year.
Yeah, everybody's starting from the same place. It's a bit of a reset for everybody. Any team has the opportunity to make their mark on this season. Last season, that's behind everybody. It's an exciting time looking forward.
Anthony taking his time here. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Anthony's pull-up shot is lethal, guys. Exceptional at shooting while in rhythm.
Here's Red Hot, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Showing the strength inside to take the hit and finish.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And here is Anthony. Outside Holiday. Tries the spin move. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that steal setting up the break. Nice job.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Knicks. 4-point game. And this matchup with Charlotte, first game of the NBA season for them.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Takes it inside.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here's Red Hot. Lays it up off the glass. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hornets?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Now here is Holiday. 5 to shoot. To stop the run. And he gets the jumper to drop. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Red Hot.
That was special.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
To the left side wing. Here's Red Hot. Pass to Red Hot. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Red Hot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Rose. Here's Anthony. Carmelo throws it down.
Wow. Just Wow, I mean, Anthony letting that creativity shine through on that finish.
Here's Red Hot, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easy. At some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
Anthony with the bucket.
This is the skill of Anthony on full display, able to knock that one down in close.
Here's Red Hot. Good on the triple. Red Hot's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Showing he can bury the long-range missile. I like when he takes these with confidence.
New York calls timeout. Charlotte making some changes. Red Hot is jumped in for Red Hot, and it's Red Hot in for Red Hot. And a new group in for the Knicks. Joakim Noah's checked in for Big Daddy. Porzingis comes in for Big Daddy. Vujacic is checked in for Anthony. And it's Jennings in for Justin Holiday.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Nice possession, working it for a great look.
Hornets leading by 15. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Noah, and finished off by Noah.
And this is how aggressive Noah can be. When he senses an opportunity to finish it, he goes for it. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the score by Charlotte. And that one, good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Outside, Porzingis. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Red Hot. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Red Hot's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hornets.
Number 11.
Now here's Rose, guarded closely. Misses the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's prime time. That one drops for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Vujacic. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Red Hot. Here's Primetime. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
New York takes timeout. And some changes here for the Hornets. Mr. Incredible, he's checked in for Red Hot. Red Hot comes in for Red Hot. And it's Red Hot in for Primetime. And it's Jennings with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Big Daddy. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now here's Porzingis with the shot. Mr. Incredible pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Bangs on the trifecta. Mr. Incredible's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Knicks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside, Porzingis. Will it go? And he lays it straight in. Porzingis has got 7 points. And the big story this offseason, Greg, the bump in cap space that all teams receive.
Yeah, and a lot of teams made use of that space immediately. Durant.
Oh, wow, man!
How about the power finish?
Noah in the post. And Noah with the slam.
Hey, that's exactly what they want Jennings to do out there. He's clever, and he's a guy who knows how to set up his teammates flawlessly.
Here's Red Hot, and it's the Hornets, another 3.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Some nice passing by New York here. Jennings. It's tipped.
Not today, he says. How about that block?
And some changes here for the Hornets. Red Hot, he's checked in for Mr. Incredible. Prez comes in for Red Hot. And it's Red Hot in for Red Hot. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Cook, he's checked in for Big Daddy. Jennings with the bucket.
Outstanding range from the point guard Jennings. He's a terrific shooter from long range.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, a sweet jam. He really stuffed that one in.
Knicks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. To the right side. Here's Red Hot. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Down low, here's Noah, and finished off by Noah.
Good work spotting that gap and then exploiting it with a quality pass.
Here's Red Hot, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Red Hot's got his second bucket tonight. The Knicks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
I tell you what, the speed of Jennings, it's nanosecond-like. I mean, he gets there in a heartbeat.
Here's Red Hot. He's guarded by Jennings.
2 minutes remaining.
Red Hot the pass to Prez.
2 minutes.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Gotta be crafty in close.
1:51 left to play in the first half. Now here's Jennings. He's covered closely, all alone. And it's good for 2. Jennings has got 7.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Rayman checked in for the Hornets. Red Hot comes in for Preds. Charlotte has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Here's Rayman. Drills it from outside.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Drops in the tray.
They're D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Red Hot. And he recovers it. Beyond the arc. And the three ball is good. Red Hot's got a pair of triples in the second now for Charlotte.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Holiday, and it's blocked. Here's Red Hot. 10 points for him. Drills the three-pointer.
It's a good night when you're racking them up like that.
And the Knicks with possession here. The wide open look here for Anthony. Drains the 19-footer. He's got 8.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters. An elite-level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Here's Red Hot. Hits the three-point bomb.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Red Hot. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Substitution for the Hornets, number 11, number 32.
And here's Rose. Outstanding. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Charlotte going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
They're thinking about the shot. Oh, so close. So close. Give it up for the contestant.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the Hornets. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low, I'd be picking up that big old dub.
So, Shaq, how many of those Game 1 home openers did you actually win over your... And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Hornets.
They're taking the tradition.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Rose, and it's blocked. 3 on 3. Here's Red Hot, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
There is no substitute for effort and hustle, and he finishes the play there.
Now Rose. Pass to Anthony. And it's denied. Red Hot the pass to Red Hot. And he banks in the layup. Red Hot's got 18 points in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Charlotte with it from outside the arc. Nice shot by Red Hot. Red Hot's got 5 points in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Picked his pocket. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Red Hot and a strong finish with two hands.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Outside Holiday. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. That one goes in.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first four here in the third.
Here's Red Hot. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Big Daddy. He has yet to score. Pass to Anthony. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Impressive work down on the block.
The Hornets have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Knocks down the three ball.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Nice shot by Red Hot. Red Hot's got his third bucket of the night.
They could not have asked for a better start to the second half. Perfect from the floor so far.
Outside Rose. Got a hand on it. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Red Hot. Offensive rebound. Here's Red Hot. It's good from long range. Red Hot's got 10 points.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Stolen away. Here's Red Hot, and there's the drive. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Rose passes to Anthony. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside Rose. And they get it. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Red Hot. 21 points in the game. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Pressing the attack, that's how you get things done.
2 minutes remaining.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Here's Red Hot. It's rebounded by Big Daddy.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
Here's Red Hot, guarded by Holiday. Took him no time at all on that one. Now that's 17 points for Red Hot. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hornets?
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off.
fast break.
Rose looking around. Pass to Anthony. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Assisted.
Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Red Hot. Here's Red Hot. And there's another one for the Hornets. 51 seconds left in the third. Ball stolen. There's the lob to the hoop.
The alley-oop is tough to execute. Big-time teamwork there.
New York's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Now here's Anthony. 15 points in the game. Big Daddy. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. And there it is for him. Big Daddy's got 6 points in the quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Nice shot by Red Hot.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
No one covered. Anthony's got 18 points in the game.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to score.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Red Hot. By Porzingis.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to paint.
Oh, that was terrific!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Out left to the wing. From past the arc. Connects from three-point range.
You know, it's his shooting ability, I think. That makes Porzingis such a tough matchup.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Slim. It's hauled in by Porzingis. New York's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And Noah with the slam.
And while Jennings is known for his shooting, I mean, you can't forget about the accurate passer that he is. I mean, he's a true point guard who really gets guys involved.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked.
Going inside. Oh, that's blocked. Here's primetime. And that one is hammered home.
Tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness.
Boy, I can't get enough of that, guys. I mean, he is a true... rim record.
Assisted by Jennings.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Buries the long-range jumper.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Cook. The layup missed.
Yeah, you know what, guys? He's not very effective from that spot. He's got to put some work in there.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And that's now 10 points for Red Hot.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
For 3.
Jennings has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Red Hot. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Jennings, the bounce pass. Here's Cook. And another 3 for New York.
3 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Red Hot. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Oh, and there's Jennings making a fantastic play.
Man, I tell you, Jennings' ability to fight through contact for a guy of such a slight frame is really remarkable. He keeps his eye on the basket, concentrates, and just plays through contact.
And it's Jennings with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks.
2 minutes.
1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Red Hot the pass to Slim. Up and in on the way. Slim's got 6 in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Red Hot.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
To the inside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Prime time shot is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Prez with the bucket.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Anthony. Here's Big Daddy. Mr. Incredible pulls it in. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Number 30.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency,